Hey, I'm Joel Gilley with Wayne County Public Affairs. We're here at the Office of Emergency Services today to find out a little bit about hurricane preparedness. We are here talking with Craig Brown today. Craig, tell us what you do here in Wayne County.
I'm the Emergency Management Coordinator for Wayne County.
And you're the man to talk to when it comes to hurricane preparedness. We're now in hurricane season. Luckily, there was only one storm, I think, so far that we were a little bit worried about, but then it just kind of hooked back off into the ocean. So. But the big thing for you and what we want to talk about today is preparedness for when the hurricanes don't curve back out into the ocean, when we have one coming for us. What do the people in Wayne County need to have prepared for hurricanes?
They need to be prepared to be self-sustained for 72 hours, 3 days. Need to have water, flashlight, radio, batteries, medications, blankets and pillows, of course. Even though we're in summer, you know, you may get chilly at night, and, you know, especially if you're wet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I feel like people don't think about, too, is medications. You know, you always hear about the food, the flashlights, the batteries.
That's right.
But medication is one of those things that people don't think about all the time. And having a 3-day supply. So the 3-day supply is important because, I mean, we saw it during Hurricane Matthew. There were a lot of places that, you know, people just couldn't get to right off the bat.
Couldn't get to, and all the resources, every resource in Wayne County was taxed.
Yeah.
I mean, we were having to request National Guard or anybody else from the state that could come and help.
Talk a little bit about what this year is looking like hurricane-wise. I know it's kind of like, you know, trying to look into the future a little bit, but what are the experts saying? You're more in tune with them than...
Yeah, the National Hurricane Center, they predicted a average to slightly above average hurricane season this year. I think the numbers were possibly 10 to 12 named storms. So I'm, you know.
And while I like hearing that, but the other thing to remember is a named storm doesn't necessarily mean it's going to affect Goldsboro too, and Wayne County.
That's right. A named storm could be a named storm on the Pacific coast.
Yeah.
Or in the Gulf Coast that, you know, goes through Mexico or, you know, through South America that way.
Yeah, okay. So we need to make sure that we've got enough stuff for 72 hours. The other important thing is it's enough items for everyone in the family. So if it's a family of 5, we need to make sure that we have, you know, blankets for 5, food for 5, medication for 5 too.
Yeah, water is, the rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person per day.
Okay.
So for 72 hours, you'd have to have 3 gallons of water per person for your 3 days. So if you got a family of 5, you need to have 15 gallons of water.
Yeah. What's kind of what have you seen? What have been some of the cool ways to store this stuff? Do a lot of people just get, you know, rubber bins or?
I've seen people with the Rubbermaid totes. I've seen people, you know, you've always got those preppers that they've got in fully enclosed 12-foot long trailer.
Oh wow.
Full of anything you can think of.
So
it's like they prepared for their family and half their neighborhood.
So
which is awesome.
Yeah, you got to hope that you live near one of those.
Yes.
Awesome. Craig, is there anything else we need to talk about hurricane preparedness-wise? Things people can do before and after the storm? Anything that you'd like people to know?
If you do have to leave your home, let some family out of state or not in the storm's path, let them know where you're at. When you get to where you're going, let them know you've arrived where you're going. Because we get a lot of calls here in the EOC for, I can't find my family member, and then we'll have to send out resources to go search for you at your home, or if you've had to evacuate, we may have opened shelters. So we've got to do head counts at shelters and stuff like that. Just let somebody know where you're at.
Yeah.
You know, and another thing to pack in your go kit, cell phone chargers.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget that.
That's one of those things. That's one of those things that's come about in more recent years. Used to not have to worry about that,
That's right.
And now, you know, they even sell the portable chargers and
That's
things
right.
like that. So that's probably not a bad idea to have one of those.
Exactly.
Awesome, Craig. Thank you so much for taking some time today to talk about hurricane preparedness. It is such a hot topic right now. Tell us how long hurricane season is.
Hurricane season runs from June to November.
Okay, so we still got a little bit longer left. We're just knocking on wood, praying for no storms, right?
Yeah.
Craig, thanks so much for your time today.
Yes, sir.